Alright, buckle up because this story hits like a plot twist written by life itself. Imagine walking into the ER convinced you're about to meet your ending and walking out with a newborn. Yeah, that kind of day. Martha Higgins was 62 years old, a widow, menopausal, and absolutely certain the universe was done, surprising her. Her body had been sending weird signals for months, bloating, exhaustion, strange fluttering sensations, but she brushed them off like spam emails from aging. Back pain? Aging. Fatigue? Aging. Weird movement in the stomach? Probably dinner fighting back. But tonight, the pain wasn't whispering anymore. It was screaming. And so was Martha. She clutched the hospital bed like it owed her money, convinced she had cancer, a tumor, something ugly and final. She'd even left a note at home. Will sorted, goodbye prepared. Mentally, she was already halfway out the door. Then comes the ultrasound. And here's where reality trips over itself. The doctor rolls in, calm voice, cold gel, standard procedure. Martha braces for stage 4. Instead, the screen lights up and the doctor freezes. Not a polite pause. A full brain buffering moment. Because that tumor had a spine, a heartbeat, a head. When the doctor says, Mrs. Higgins, it's not a mass, Martha's brain probably sighs in relief for half a second, until he finishes the sentence. It's a baby. Cue record scratch. Cue screaming. Cue every law of biology filing a formal complaint. She's 62. Menopause was supposed to be the end credits. No partner, no symptoms she recognized, no prenatal care. And yet, surprise, she wasn't dying. She was crowning. Now, let that sink in. While Martha thought she was at the end of her story, her body was quietly loading a whole new chapter. No warning trailer, no spoiler alert. The delivery room exploded into chaos. Doctors shouting orders. Nurses sprinting. Words like geriatric pregnancy flying around like nobody's trying to be rude, but everyone is definitely panicking. Martha's screaming not just from pain, but from pure existential confusion. Is this real? Is this a hallucination? Is this how the brain exits the simulation? Then silence, followed by a sound so unmistakable it resets the universe. A cry. Not horror, not shock. A baby, healthy, perfect, human. And just when you think the plot can't possibly get wilder, it does. Because this wasn't some random miracle baby. Genetic tests later revealed something that made doctors sit back in their chairs like, okay, life, you win. Decades earlier, Martha and her husband Thomas had frozen embryos during fertility treatments they never got to use. Life moved on. Thomas passed away. The dream was buried until a paperwork visit, a routine exam, a catastrophic medical mix-up that science textbooks will whisper about forever. One embryo survived 30 years on ice and somehow found its way home. The baby wasn't just a miracle, he was Thomas's son. A life paused for 3 decades, then resumed like nothing happened. Martha walked into the hospital ready to die. She walked out holding proof that time doesn't always get the final say. So here's the real takeaway. Not just wow science, not just what are the odds. It's this. Life doesn't ask if you're ready. It doesn't care about timelines, expectations, or what Google says is possible. Sometimes it kicks the door down and says, surprise, we're doing this now. If this story messed with your brain in the best way, stick around. Subscribe for more true stories where reality beats fiction without breaking a sweat. Drop a like if you believe life's wildest twists come when we think the story's already over. Because sometimes the ending is actually a beginning in disguise.